Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers third party review. Now you've heard of Legends and Legend Plus figures. Now I guess these are kind of Legend Minus figures. These are the diddly new entries into our toy lines from Dr.Wu, with the Hasbro Unicron just being around the corner and being deemed as the biggest Transformer made to date. I was really looking forward to getting these little tiny guys and seeing how they kind of fare, because I want him to look massive. And I know the Legends are really good. The smaller the better in this case. Look around the packaging. We've got Sound Blaster on the front there, and we've got Galvatron, known as Monitor Officer and Destroy Emperor. And we've got the figures on the back there. It just says that the toy is 5 centimeters. Deformation series contains small accessories. Please pay attention to play carefully to prevent damage and loss. Let's crack these open. Our figures come packaged in a plastic clamshell, and we get 2 of these collector cards as well. They're really quite thin, but they're also kind of that special material. I love how these look, though. It's nice to have them, actually. They're really, I don't know, they're thin, but they feel extremely strong as well. So, oh, look at the size of these. Open these up, and let's start by taking a look at Sound Blaster. Tell you what though, these feel sensational. Really solid pieces. There's even a little articulation there on the head. Really clean. I've got some visible ball joints on the back there, but I think for a figure of this size, that's acceptable, isn't it? To give you an idea of just how small these are, those are the New Age Ravage, Frumble, and Bumblebee as well. So he is small. I mean really small. That's with New Age Soundwave. It comes just above the knee. Let's just take a closer look at all of that detail. Lovely head sculpt, especially for the size. I mean, it's obviously Sound Blaster. There's not a shadow of doubt there, is there? Articulation wise, the head is ball mounted, so we've got a lot of rotation up there. We've got rotation on the arms, pivot out to the side. No upper bicep rotation, but there is a bend on that elbow. No rotation on those wrists. The waist does rotate, and we do have a little bit of flex in that torso, but that's due to the transformation. Legs can come forwards and backwards. Love the fact the hip skirts can come up. Legs come out to the side. We've got a bend on the knee, and we have a pivot on the feet, as well as the ability to have the ankles come up, but that again is due to the transformation. And now the transformation itself is not overly complex. So you just want to pop the head downwards into the back of the head, take his sound cannon piece off, and that's just going to pop onto the back here. These are just going to compress like so, and that's going to tab and secure. So again, just compress that in, bend that round, and that's going to push, tab and secure. You know what, I'm going to turn his head around. Doesn't tell you to, but that's going to tidy up a lot better, isn't it? Bring the legs around like so, bring the foot back, and it's going to bend up on that hinge. The foot is going to rotate around so it's facing downwards, and there's a tab just on the back which allows that to tab in. This is then going to tab in here. Again on this side, just rotate the leg, bend that foot around and rotate it around. Push and tab that foot in, and then just bring this up, and the chest is going to collapse, and these are going to tab in, he says, on both sides. And there we have him in his boom box mode, which isn't it wouldn't look completely out of place with your new age figures. I don't think that's actually pretty cool. And again, just to show you how he fares, look. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's take a look at Galvatron. Looking a little bit chunky, I think, but we do have the same sort of articulation with rotation on that head. Don't think it's ball mounted this time. No, I think it's just a pivot on there. Actually reminds me a little bit of Big Cannon from Open and Play. Actually reminds me a little bit of him. Big hollow legs though, but again, size-wise, he's pretty small. Legs do come forwards, backwards, out to the side, bend on that knee all the way down due to that ball joint, so no pivot or anything on those feet. You get the cannon on his arm. But I mean, again, we take Bumblebee for example. I mean, the Bumblebee is still a fraction taller. Man, I mean, we can get some pretty decent poses with him. Just kind of get the face facing round and have the cannon going out. Gorgeous colour schemes. The transformation is not overly complex, so I want to bring this panel out. This is going to slide down, he says. There we go. Just going all the way down, make sure the head is straight and slide this all the way, like so. Detach this piece, and that's going to come in and push and tab in to the top of that neck panel. The legs are going to rotate at the knee and come up, and there's a tab which slides into the thigh, and then they push and tab in together. The arms then come up on this double hinge and go down like that, and again come up on this double hinge and go down like that, and that's basically his alt mode. It's not the strongest of alt modes, I don't think, but it's an alt mode. Not vastly different from his G1 interpretation, I don't think. So I think Sound Blaster is definitely the stronger of the two in terms of look, but it's really nice to have a Galvatron that sort of size. We do still have the Abaddon that we got with X-Transbot's Cyclonus. We got him somewhere. He was tiny, tiny, tiny. But yeah, these are good, especially for painted figures. I'm definitely going to have them both displayed in the robot modes, and I do aim to have them displayed with Unicron when he eventually arrives. But nice little pieces, made remarkably well. If you collect items like New Age, etc., then you know how these are built. They're built very much the same. Dr.Wu has done a sterling job. Thanks again to the team over at Robot Kingdom for making this review possible. I've included a link in the description below where these can be purchased if they are your cup of tea. And until next time, for myself and the rest of the Collectables household, thanks for watching. Goodbye.